Hey guys, this is Ryan from resume2offer.com. Hope everyone's doing well. I got a question today about somebody who he's going into an interview with his sales director, and the sales director is going to be asking him his thought process on, so how he was kind of wondering how do I get into that thought process? Like what kind of questions they might ask you? Well, they might give you some situational questions. So for example, hey, if we give you a lead, what's your step-by-step process? How are you going to find market research in a certain area? How are you going to do some competitive research in a certain area? How are you going to, basically close them on, this is for an SDR position, close them on getting into a demo? So some of the things I was kind of recommending was that you want to start putting yourself in that situation mentally. You want to do some mental rehearsal and walk yourself through some of those scenarios. So for example, if hey, they give you a new territory, let's say the Pacific Northwest, all right? Let's say they assign you that. What are your next steps? Maybe you'll look up the competition. Maybe you'll look up certain leads, certain different types of companies that fits your demographics and your ICP. Start looking at the decision makers, start finding their contact information, start looking them up, putting them in the CRM, start cold calling them. Here's what you're going to be using. Here's how you kind of also look at feedback. Here's how you measure yourself. Here's how you keep motivated, right? So you kind of walk yourself step by step. And the best thing that you can do is actually say this stuff out loud, say it out loud and write it down. So ask yourself different situational questions and give yourself the answer. And instead of just mental rehearsal, say it out loud, write it down. This actually creates more neural pathways in your brain so that when it actually comes up, it's just going to happen just easily. It's going to be at your mental fingertips and it's going to look flawless. Okay. It's going to be a nice flow type answer. So I hope that helps. Cheers.